Hey my light beams, welcome or thank you for returning to Planet Alasia, my wonderful utopia where I do what I want, share what I love, practice what I teach, and explore what inspires me. So today's video might be very quick and it might be a little bit scattered because I was not exactly prepared to record this or upload this or talk about anything in particular. However, I did want to just because it's been stirring in my spirit for a moment. For a while. I can't really pinpoint exactly how long, but in particular today it was really on my mind. So I got up early this morning. I put on a little bit of makeup because I normally don't have on makeup this early in the morning. Mind you, it's almost 11 a.m. That's not really that early, but I did put it on kind of early. So anyway, I decided to get up and to do a little bit of something to my face. I straightened my hair a few days ago and I am very much overdue for a haircut. I don't know if you can tell just how damaged my hair is because I have so many split ends that they travel all the way, well, I don't know if you can see, but they travel all the way up to the top because I've been stressed out I had been past tense stressed out and all types of stuff have been going on. So I don't know. I'm trying to gather my thoughts because I'm thinking of a lot of different things at once. I was thinking that first of all, this is probably the straightest I've gotten my hair. It doesn't look that great because I didn't put any heat in it and I did it maybe a few days ago. But this is the sleekest I've gotten my hair probably ever in doing my hair. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is pretty sleek for me. And I need to remember to look at the camera. This is pretty sleek for me. And it was funny because I felt like it was a good representation of where I am in my life right now, where I feel like I got it sleeker because I bought a brand new, a brand new pressing comb that had been on my wish list for a while. Okay, start from the beginning. So I actually bought heat protectant. I knew that I had a Tresemme heat protectant at my house, but I wasn't home at the time, and so I decided to buy another one. When I got home, I found my Tresemme heat protectant, so now I have two unintentionally. And that made me think about how I want to better organize and steward the things that I already have in my life. So I'm not repurchasing the same thing over and over, or I'm not wasting what I already have. As well as I found the It's a 10 waterproof spray, which I was grateful to find that because prior to finding it, I wanted to, these birds keep distracting me because they keep swooping in and out. But prior to finding it, I wanted to repurchase the Color Wild Dream Coat, which is a waterproof spray as well. And thankfully I didn't have to buy that again because I already had something that fulfilled that purpose, which I didn't even realize until I found my other heat protectant. And then lastly, that's when I bought a new pressing comb because my other pressing comb didn't get hot enough, it didn't work well enough, and that was just representative of the areas in my life where I did need to upgrade. So it covers a few things. So one, I want to steward my blessings, my current blessings, better. Two, I want to use what I have. Like, I want to be very intentional because these kind of sound like the same thing, but I want to be very, very intentional about using what I have and being very industrious and resourceful in how I maximize the things that I already have to get a desired result that I want. And finally, just the level of reward that comes after everything, you know, after you've already tried everything and after, when it's time to level up is basically what I'm saying. This video is all over the place. I'm definitely gonna leave this as a draft, but I do want to get these thoughts out. So essentially the pressing comb was on my wish list for a while. That's how I knew that when I went to Target, or when I went to the store to get the heat protector, I knew that it was a smart decision to get the pressing comb as well. And it was because it got my hair very, very slick. And again, I don't know if y'all can tell that it's sleek, but to me, it really is. This is no heat after like 4 days. I'm proud of this, you know? Maybe I gotta unzip it. But anyway, let me not get distracted. Basically, that's the main point. And this video is a hot mess. Unfortunately. But it also made me think, okay, that's the last thing. It made me think of something I learned about recently, which is that I come from a lineage of women who are known as the G's Bend quilters in Alabama. And essentially they're a group of women who use clothing scraps when they had almost nothing, and they used their clothing scraps to create quilts with very intricate designs. And it was born out of necessity. These quilts were born out of necessity to keep themselves warm, but they still had an appreciation for beauty. So the designs were very, as I said, very intricate and really unique. And these are women who were not trained in, designing quilts or designing clothing or anything to that nature, but they were able to make something beautiful out of what they had. And they didn't do it for any particular recognition or any particular level of shine or anything like that. It was a fundamental need, and now their quilts are hanging in museums like the Met and the Smithsonian. And it's so crazy to me because that's my lineage. Their blood runs through my veins, and that is really crazy to think about. Especially because I found out recently, I was literally talking to one of my great aunts, and she was telling me to just look it up on YouTube. And I found a video in particular where they mentioned how Michelle Obama's official picture for the White House when she was the first lady has a reference of the G's Bend quilters design on the dress. And that blew my mind because I've seen the photo before and I've noticed the pattern, but I didn't put two and two together because, again, I'm just now recently realizing and or remembering that this is even a part of my family history. And so it just has my mind spinning in a lot of different directions, thinking about, just doing simple work and doing what feels right. So something that could be out of necessity and beauty, making something beautiful out of the mundane is more so what I'm getting from that, as well as doing things for yourself and not so much for the recognition, because if it's good, then the recognition will come later. And trusting your instincts, trusting that God is guiding you. And oh my gosh, so much. My mind is in so many different areas, and I feel like even this video feels so butchered and terrible, but at the same time, no one's going to be watching this. I have one subscriber on YouTube. I don't know who that is, but whoever you are, you're getting the rough and the raw. The rough and the raw footage, because this is crazy. But whether I'm creating this for one person or one day it's for 1 billion people, 2 billion people, whatever, I am grateful that I have this opportunity to do it and to find joy in the simple things. And that's basically where I am in life right now. Again, I don't think that I'm going to post this video because this is just all over the place. But at the very least, I got some of my ideas out, and then I'll be able to organize them and clean them up later. That's what I think. Anyway, thank you so much for spending this time with me. What was my outro? All right, my light beams, that's all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Until next time, remember to remain true to you and remain in the pursuit of more life, more love, and more light. Mwah.